Every single word is perfect as it can be. 'Cause I need you here with me.
Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la. It's down at the New Amsterdam. Down at this yellow-haired girl, Mr. Jones strikes up a conversation with a black-haired flamenco dance. You know she dances while his father plays guitar. She's sudden and beautiful, and we all want something beautiful. Man, I wish I was beautiful. So come dance the silence down through the morning. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, yeah. Yeah. Cut up, Maria. Show me some of them Spanish dances. Pass me a bottle, Mr. Jones. Believe in me. Help me believe in anything. 'Cause I wanna be someone who believes. Yeah. Mr. Jones and me tell each other fairy tales, and we stare through beautiful women. She's looking at you. Oh no, no, she's looking at me, smiling in the bright lights coming through in stereo. When everybody loves you, you could never be lonely. While I'm on paint my picture, paint myself blue and gray, all on the beautiful colors. My whole team with it. Big drinks, big wings, we want it. You know what we get. We can't do it, no business. My whole team
San Antonio, welcome to Monster Jam Trackside. I'm Jabari Thomas. I'm going to be your fan enhancement host. I'm going to be spending all evening up here in the stands with you guys. And let me tell you what, this is my first Monster Jam show to host. And just like many of you, this is your first time as well. Let me tell you something. You guys are in for a treat because this evening, right here at the Alamodome, we're going to witness 12 larger-than-life Monster Jam trucks, and they're going to compete in 3 different competitions: the JCB Racing, Great Clip Skills Challenge, and one of my favorites, Monster Jam Freestyle. And you guys, this is also one of my favorite parts, are going to play a pivotal role in helping judge tonight's competition. So some of them, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that later in the event. But first, let's send it up to the desk to my co-hosts, Casey and John. What's going on up there?
Jabari, thank you so much. John Saponaro, KCG here at the Monster Jam play-by-play desk, and I'm sure I'm not the first, but let me welcome you to the Monster Jam family. But this is where I'm going to be all event long, giving you the play-by-play, making sure you know exactly what's going on with each and every single competition. But the person working harder than anybody else is here to my right. Casey's going to be out on the track, behind the scenes in the pits, and sitting in crew seating, making sure you know exactly what's going on with the status and the health of those Monster Jam trucks. Isn't that right?
That's right, John. And what an event to kick off the season. My goodness, at any point, there are sometimes 7 Monster Jam events happening around the world at one time, but you only get to see the debut of a brand new Monster Jam truck very often, not very often here with Monster Jam. So this is going to be a lot of fun.
I totally agree, and let me just say thank you for allowing me to crash the party here on Stadium Championship Series East just a little bit. I'm usually over on the West Coast tour, but it is nice to usher in a new season 2 weeks in a row for me personally, and I think you're 100% spot on when you talk about the storylines. Of course, it is the JCB DIGatron global debut, driven by Texas's own World Finals racing champion, reigning and defending Tristan England, as he makes the leap from the Arena Championship Series to a Stadium Championship Series. And to me, that's enough right there to tune into Monster Jam every week.
Oh yeah, I completely agree with that. Even when you saw the debut of the JCB DIGatron out there in pit party, the fan response was incredible. But to make it that much better, Tristan England has the stats to back up an incredible year. And so what an amazing driver to partner with JCB and the amazing DIGatron. But John, I want to kind of pick your brain a little bit, because last year you had the opportunity to watch Tyler Menninga, who is the Gravedigger driver, here with us on the series. You watched him all year last year. He's always been an incredible driver, but last season really was a breakout season for him. He was unstoppable throughout the 2023 season, and so I want to kind of pick your brain and see what you expect from him for 2024.
I expect a lot of Tyler Menninga whenever I see Tyler Menninga. He is just that good behind the wheel of a Monster Jam truck, and there's no such thing as an overnight success in any industry, but Tyler just took to driving so quickly. Tyler dominated the Arena Championship Series, winning 5 series in a row, and I watched him for the last 2 seasons, his first 2 as a part of the Stadium Championship Series, and year 1 was good. We knew it was going to be good. But at the end of the day, there was too much Ryan Anderson, too much son of a digger for him to get over the hump and win that series. Well, last year, anything but. It didn't matter who he was going up against. The likes of Ryan Anderson, he was able to take down the entire field. He won his first career Stadium Championship Series, went to World Finals. He won his first World Finals championship. And then just a couple months ago at the Superstar Challenge, he sweeps through the competition. Now, his team didn't win, but he won each and every single individual event. So I think for my money, nobody had a better 2023 than Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger. Now, it's pretty hard to live up to a year that's that good. And we'll see with the likes of especially Tom Meents in Max D and Tristan England standing in his way if he can duplicate that.
No, I couldn't agree more. And after mentioning Tom Meents and Max D, he is a legend of the sport. When you think of drivers that have molded Monster Jam into what it is, his name is amongst those that are at the top. And so this being the final competitive season for Tom Meents and Max D, we're doing big things all throughout the season. And honestly, I think he's really excited, and I think that excitement is going to push him over the edge the entire season. Also, I was talking to some of the fans in the pit party. So many people have come here today to see his kickoff to his final season in competitive driving. So it's going to be an amazing event. There's no better place to be tonight than here at Monster Jam.
I totally agree, and what a place to be. The Alamodome, the legendary Alamodome, opened in 1993. Monster Jam came here just a few months later at the start of 1994, so we're also ushering in 30 years of Monster Jam here in San Antonio, Texas. There's so much to do throughout the rest of Monster Jam Trackside. Sit tight.
At Lucas Oil, we take pride in creating problem-solving products to make your car care easier. We protect your vehicle and make it run longer, so you can focus on the things that matter most. Whether it's commuting to work, visiting a loved one, taking the kids where they need to go, going to the big game, or anywhere life takes you, Lucas Oil is committed to getting you there for all of life's important moments. Lucas Oil, it works.
So it's game day, and you need to get your hair in shape. Enter Great Clips. Our skilled stylists save your haircut details and clip notes for the look you love almost as much as your team. We got you, and you got this. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
All right, all you Monster Jam fans, I see you out there taking photos, looking cute this evening. Make sure you guys tag us at Monster Jam. We're on all social media, okay? TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff, all right? And make sure you use that hashtag Monster Jam, because you could end up right there on that big old LED Jumbotron, all right? So it's really cool. At Monster Jam, make sure you hashtag us as well, Monster Jam.
Show me some of that Spanish dancing. Pass me a bottle, Mr. Jones. Believe in me.
Another making their way heat action for you and these Monster Jam superstars. But the rest of Monster Jam got started last week, including Stadium Championship Series West, where I was in cold, rainy, damp San Francisco, California. So I have never been so grateful to see a dome over my head, but it was an electric weekend, especially for Barry Musauer.
No, absolutely. A stacked lineup over there on Stadium Championship Series West. So much fantastic action that came out of that. And also, it's cool to see the drivers that are now taking that early lead. You spoke of Barry Musauer in Zombie. We were talking about this earlier, but Barry has been competing consistently, which we think might lend to some of that success, but an amazing event over there on Stadium Championship Series West.
Absolutely. He was the first overall event champion and was just 1 point away from perfection, which is so difficult to do in any Monster Jam, but especially here on the Stadium Series. And then congratulations to Camden Murphy, somebody I know you know well from the last couple of years here on Stadium East, but he was able to capture the second overall event victory. But then it's the Arena Championship Series, and those, we both were veterans of that circuit as well, and it is an absolute marathon out on the arenas, no matter where you are competing. And especially for these drivers, you have to stay hydrated, you have to stay loose and limber, because you're doing 4, sometimes 5 events in a weekend. So you can stockpile points real quick, but you got to make sure that you're keeping yourself healthy and engaged, and you got to keep those Monster Jam trucks as on all 4 BKT tires as possible.
That's exactly right. That's why we don't just call them drivers. We call them athletes, because it's incredibly physical sport as well. They train mentally, they train physically, and especially over there in the arena setting where it's a very technical driving, we see a lot of that taking place. So we had 3 tours that kicked it off last weekend: Arena Championship Series East, Arena Championship Series Central, and Arena Championship Series West. And we're going to walk through some of those highlights that took place last weekend as well.
Be the last one standing, 2 hands in the air, I'm a champion. You'll be looking up at me when it's over. I live for the battle, I'm a soldier. Yeah, I'm a fighter like Rocky. Put your flag on your back like Ali. Yeah, I'm the greatest, I'm stronger. Bet my dues, can't lose, I'ma own ya. Hey, I've been working my whole life, and now it's do or die. I am invincible, unbreakable, unstoppable, unshakable. They knock me down, I get up again. I am the champion. You don't know my name, you can't hurt me now. I can't feel the pain. I was made for this.
John and Casey back here at the Monster Jam play-by-play desk. And Casey, you know, we've kind of already touched on it, but this being the first weekend of the series out of the gate, a lot of these Monster Jam fans tend to think, look, the truck's got to be 100%, everything's got to be ready to roll, but sometimes that's not the case when you're dealing with Monster Jam machines like this that are incredible, but they need to be so finely tuned so something really tiny can knock them out of whack even before we get started in competition.
So well said, John. I mean, one of the things that I like the most about the first event of the season, especially in regards to this particular series, is that it kind of acts as an equalizer. All of these drivers, all of these trucks on this series have had at least a 2-month break. The last time they would have driven would have been the Superstar Challenge, which was 2 months ago. Some of them haven't driven for 3 months. Some of them haven't driven for 4 months. And so these trucks have been sitting, and as we know, when it comes to components on a truck, when it stays still, when it sits, that's when we see the opportunity for some of those gremlins to kind of creep in. It's kind of like when you take a trip overseas or you take a trip to go see family and you're gone for a couple weeks, you call your friend and you say, hey, can you go start my car and drive around the block, because you want to make sure when you get home everything is running smoothly. The same thing goes for these trucks. And in that regard, after practice yesterday, we started to see those issues: electrical issues, oil pump issues, fuel pump issues. We saw everybody kind of correcting those things in the back. We even saw Jester do an entire motor swap. They were still working on it earlier today, which we can touch more in depth a little bit later. But I think that everybody is using this first event to really get those gears going again.
And we talked a little bit about it earlier with Bari Musauer on Stadium Championship Series West driving Zombie. Unlike some of the people you alluded to that had 2 months off, there were drivers on that series that had 6 and 7 months off. But then you look at Bari Musauer, he had driven just 10 days earlier, granted all the way across the world in Liwa, but he was fresh. He was locked in. He was in what we call mid-season form, right? And sometimes that plays a factor as well. Last season I saw it with Shaker and Ryan Disharoon. He built a new truck from the ground up, and you think, brand new truck, everything's got to be perfect, but sometimes you haven't tested anything, you haven't broken things in, and unfortunately for him, he had gremlins for about 4 or 5 weeks through the first part of the season, rather.
Well, you think about it, when you have a new truck, everything's going to feel different. The weight distribution is going to be different. You're still trying to find your groove. You're trying to work out all the little kinks. And it really does show how knowledgeable the drivers are, how knowledgeable the crew and technicians are, because in the back, yesterday after practice, Jester's Matt Pagliarulo said, I heard something in my truck. So they took the truck to the back, and they realized that when you look at the engine, there's an oil pump, and it pumps the oil all throughout the engine. There's a pre-filter that catches anything that's in the oil before it goes back through the pump. And they took off that pre-filter and saw, oh, there's all of these little bits and pieces. That's a big sign that the engine's about to blow. So thank goodness he changed it last night, because what if it blew in racing? What if it blew in the skills challenge? He could be out so many points. And this is the beginning of the season where those points are really going to matter as the drivers start to take those early leads.
Speaking of Ryan Disharoon and Shaker, I know you're going to talk to him in a little bit out on the track, but last season, after he was dealing with all those issues, about 5 weeks in, he came over to me and he handed me a piece of metal about the size of a dime. And I said, Ryan, what is this? And he said, this has been causing me problems for over a month. It was a tiny piece of metal, no bigger than a dime, and it threw the entire performance of the Monster Jam truck out of whack. So it happens that way sometimes, ladies and gentlemen.
Tape, total tape. Easy, fast. You taped it. Totally taped it.
Total Tape, the construction adhesive tape, features an exclusive mesh reinforced formula for instant grab and permanent hold.
Let's try it. You totally taped it. Wow, you nailed it. I mean, you taped it. You totally taped it. Taped it. Taped it. Taped it.
Ask for Total Tape, the construction adhesive tape.
Lucas Oil, it works.
I run Lucas Oil.
It doesn't matter if you're on the water,
Driving to work,
or competing in a sold-out stadium,
Lucas Oil products will help you get the most out of your vehicle.
Monster Jam has run Lucas Oil in and on our trucks for over 10 years.
we wouldn't run anything else.
Lucas Oil, the official oil of Monster Jam.
Epic trucks, epic stunts, Monster Jam. Can you conquer the Big Air Challenge? Blast in the big air. Try to reach the top. Ooh, so close. Take aim and launch. Boom! You hit the top and blasted the fireworks. Bring in the Monster Jam larger-than-life lineup. Switch the stunt. Ring Digger goes the distance with an epic long jump. Megalodon flies high. Long jump or high jump. Monster Jam trucks win. New Monster Jam Big Air Challenge.
Monster Jam fans, now I know this evening is going to be a great event, but if you want to see the best of the best and see where legends become legends, then Monster Jam World Finals is the place you want to be. That is May 18th. You'll see the best of the best and the best competitions, the best skills, all of it. Races into LA May 18th. You can get your tickets right now at monsterjam.com.
Get ready, LA. Monster Jam World Finals is coming to SoFi Stadium.
Oh, and he's got it! And there is Extreme Air. Off the container ramp. Good! Yeah, that's what you want to see.
We can't wait to compete in one of the hottest venues in the country.
It's gonna be epic.
John Sapanaro back here at the play-by-play desk, but as you can see, I am not alone. I am joined by two of our superstars. Of course, we have Tyler Menninga behind the wheel of Gravedigger, and we have the legendary, the professor, Tom Meents in Max D. And Tom, I'm going to start with you. You're entering into your final competitive season here at Monster Jam. It's going to get started in about 40 minutes. How you feeling, man? Where are the nerves at? Where are the emotions at?
Really, I'm excited. You know, I got nothing to lose. I'm just going to give, every time I go out on track, I'm going to give it all I got, you know. Every time I go out there, the clock is ticking down. So for me, I want to run even harder every time I go out.
Playing with the house's money, I love that. And Tyler, for you, we talked a lot about it, you and I earlier, me and Casey just a few moments ago. 2023 for me was really the breakout season for Tyler Menninga. You had great years before that, but you know, when you make the leap to the Stadium Championship Series, you win that series, you win at World Finals, you sweep your way through the Superstar Challenge. I mean, that is from end to end an incredible year. And now you're lining up against the likes of this guy, one of the best to ever do it.
Yeah, man, it's going to be hard to top that year, and you know what? It may never be topped because, yeah, it was one heck of a year for us last year. But, yeah, I'm excited to be on tour with Tom. I've never been on tour with Tom before, and you know what? I'm just excited to watch. Like he said, he's going to give it his all, and I hope he does, man. I'm ready to see some of that old school maximum destruction beatdowns on this track, and I hope he gives them to not only you fans, but us drivers as well. I'm going to be a fan sitting in my truck all season long this year watching Tom Meents.
Tom, for you, you know, of course, we call you the professor because of all the work that you have done at MJU, training the likes of Tyler Menninga and Tristan England. I mean, the list goes on and on. But now you're here in a true student versus teacher showdown this season, not only with Tyler, but with Tristan. And, you know, these are two people that you helped groom into two of the best drivers in the entire sport. So what is it like for you as a competitor and a mentor to be standing side by side with them right now?
I can't lose either way. You know, it's very awesome to see the talent that they have and the ability they have. Tyler is definitely one of the best, if not. But, you know, that's for me, that's the way I want it to be, is I don't want to just go out as a driver of Max D. I want to go out against the best in the business, give it my all. I want to go out on top.
I'm going to ask both of you this last question. So, Tyler, to you first. The rivalry is renewed. The greatest rivalry in motorsports, Gravedigger versus Max D. We have seen it for a very long time. There's been different players, different drivers along the way. But now it's Tyler Menninga representing for the black and green team. And like I just said, you're going up against one of the people who made you the driver that you are. So how do you strike that balance between competition and fan, like you said earlier?
Absolutely, man. You know what? I always grew up watching Dennis Anderson and Gravedigger and Tom Meents and Max D, man. Now to be a part of that legacy of that rivalry, to come out here this year and be a part of that is awesome. But I can promise you one thing. Win, lose, or draw, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to drive the wheels off this Gravedigger truck for you guys right here tonight. I don't care, man. Tom's going to give it his all. I'm going to give it my all. I can promise you one thing. If I have it my way, there'll be nothing left of that truck by the time I'm done with it here tonight. You guys better be ready for some Gravedigger action here tonight.
And Tom, I'll give you the final word on this. Like I said, the rivalry is renewed. You went up against Dennis Anderson, Ryan Anderson, Adam Anderson, Kristen Anderson, Brandon Vincent, so many great drivers, past and present. Now you're going up against Tyler Menninga. So to really strike the balance and to, again, ignite that rivalry for you in a new way, what is that going to be like?
It will. It's going to be awesome. You know, there's so many great drivers in Monster Jam now. I'd love to see them. It's a show in itself, just watching the show for me. But you know what? I still got a leg up on the kid. He's only got one World Finals Championship. I've got 14. He's got a long way to go. So I haven't taught him everything I know, but he knows a lot.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for these two amazing superstars, Tyler Menninga, Gravedigger, and Tom Meents, Max D.
JCB, we know good enough is never good enough. Simply meeting expectations just won't cut it. We built JCB with that in mind. Because in this life, you have to tackle each challenge as it comes. Be strong. Be bold. Be committed. You have to rise above. You have to be better.
Epic trucks, epic stunts, Monster Jam. Roar into Monster Jam stunts like never before. New Monster Jam Thunder Roars drop playset. Whoa, over 6 feet tall. Here comes Thunder Roars. Speed down the mega ramp. Huge jump. Switch stunts and drop in your favorite Monster Jam trucks. Dragon front flip. El Toro Loco corkscrew. Thunder Roars drop from Monster Jam. Other trucks sold separately. Adult assembly required. Batteries not included.
Turn your passion into a career at the University of Northwestern Ohio. From high performance to automotive, diesel, and everything in between, you'll find a degree that will get you a job.
Students that go through our programs have fantastic experiences and they come out getting good job placements.
70% hands-on, no out-of-state tuition, and accredited degrees in trades that are in high demand all across the country.
10 out of 10. If you even think this is the right place for you, you better just go.
Learn more about your future at unoh.edu.
Of course, if you were tuned into the Monster Jam social media pages last night, you know that we officially unveiled the brand new JCB DIGatron Monster Jam truck, which was really the jumping off point to this unbelievable partnership between Monster Jam and JCB. And right now, I am joined by the CEO of the greater SATX area, Jenna Ceseda Herrera. Now, Jenna, you were so instrumental in really allowing this to happen across the board. And what is it like to kind of see the fruits of not only your labor, but everybody involved from JCB and Monster Jam as well, and to watch it all culminate last night and here this weekend?
Well, let me just say it was an entire team effort, and we are absolutely thrilled that JCB selected San Antonio for their second and largest manufacturing facility in the United States. We couldn't be more thrilled about the partnership and what this means for our San Antonio community.
I think it's absolutely going to be wonderful. And of course, we were speaking last night during the unveilment. And, you know, I mentioned it at the top of Trackside that Monster Jam has such a rich history in the city of San Antonio. Been coming to the legendary Alamodome for 30 years. First, of course, in 1994. So to watch all of this stuff kind of culminate so organically on this weekend, it's an unbelievably surreal kind of out of a movie moment.
It absolutely is. And we're thrilled that DIGatron is being launched right here in San Antonio, because it's pretty fitting, as JCB is setting up their home in San Antonio, that San Antonians would be the first to see it and to see their amazing driver, who's also a Texan, by the way.
Also a Texan, and also the reigning and defending Racing World Finals champion. Jenna, thank you so much for a few moments. I would say I hope you enjoy the event, but I know that you're going to enjoy the event. And for everybody who's watching, let's keep our eyes fixed on the video board and check out more about the partnership between JCB, Monster Jam, and of course, the brand new JCB DIGatron Monster Jam truck.
Looking for ways to bring something new into Monster Jam. And we're excited to be introducing a new partner that is as committed and dedicated to families and innovation as we are.
JCB is a company that is popular across the world.
We're the largest privately owned construction equipment and agricultural equipment manufacturer in the world.
When we met the Fell family, the similarities are tremendous. You know, we're all about today's machine, but tomorrow is our future. Our eldest son, Otis, is Monster Jam crazy. When he's not watching Monster Jam, he's drawing. Christmas last year, we were with Otis's grandpa, and they're like, let's design the perfect monster truck. And out of that, our collaboration between JCB and Monster Jam has been born.
An element that is involved virtually every day in our business is innovation. It's new ways of doing things.
DIGatron is designed after a backhoe, which was one of the first machines that JCB put out. The strength of both companies really comes to fruition with this truck.
You definitely want a winning driver to be the one that's going to drive your truck. Somebody that's very authentic so that our customers could relate.
Hey y'all, Tristan England here, Monster Jam World Finals Racing Champion. Just the side of that truck, it gives me chills. It's fresh and it's new, but it's ours.
There's definitely something that builds in you the more that you get involved with the Monster Jam family, and the excitement is getting very hard to contain.
We know that this truck is soon going to be part of so many other families' lives.
It is an exciting project to be involved with, and I think the customers will enjoy it along the way as well.
And here he is, Tristan England. Let's give it up for him. All right, man. You hear that? They love you. They love you. Check out his hat, too. You're from Paris, Texas. So what does it feel like to come here and drive in your own home state?
Man, it feels good. San Antonio, I've been here in years past. I've driven under different IPs. You guys are absolutely insane, and I will say it to the day I die. There are 50 states in this great country, but there's one you don't mess with, and that's Texas!
All right, that's awesome, my friend. So tonight, what are you looking forward to the most with your new truck? You have your family here, your kid is here. Tell us what you're looking forward to the most.
I'm looking forward to just flipping the ignition switch, get my blood going. I can't wait to go out there for racing. We were lucky enough to get the bye run for a second round draw. But hey, that was just luck for the first weekend out. And it's only the first weekend of many to come. We got to battle our way through, dig our way through the competition, and man, I am thrilled. There is nothing like the partnership with JCB and Feld Entertainment with Monster Jam, and you guys are getting to witness it firsthand. I can't wait to drive for all you guys, hardworking Americans everywhere, but especially you San Antonio Texans. Let's get wild.
Tristan England, everyone. JCB DIGatron. Let's send it on the floor now to Casey.
He is a huge part of the metal shop. He's a second-generation driver. I'm talking Ryan Disharoon, the driver of Shaker. Now, Ryan, outside of being an amazing driver, a fierce competitor, you know your truck inside and out because you literally built it from the ground up and all the way down to the chassis this year. You have a completely new truck. So talk to us about some adjustments you may have made from last season to this one, why you did it, and how that's going to translate into the competition.
So if you guys know me, you know I'm a custom fabricator, always innovating, coming up with new stuff, but I finally have a truck that works. The truck I brought out in Seattle, Washington last year works great, and I didn't want to change a ton. But what I wanted to focus on was the ergonomics of working on the truck. The technicians, when they're back there trying to get that truck back to the next round, being able to access stuff is everything. So they're able to access more stuff on my truck in an easier manner, and I tried to think about just when they're trying to fix in a thrash, what will make it easier.
Well, even when it comes to the setup of a truck, when you redesign the chassis, when you move things around, that can completely change the weight distribution in the truck. You think about getting big air, how's the truck going to land? When you put it on the nose, when you put it on the tail. So talk to us about how you make adjustments in real time in a truck that's never seen Monster Jam competition.
You know, there isn't much you can do. You've got to hope that you had all your stuff ready. Because if you don't have all your measurements where they need to be and all your weight placement, like you said, exactly right, you're going to fail. So what we did was we did a test truck, and we tried it, and we tried different things in real life after designing it on the computer. And I tell you what, we've got this thing dialed in. The weight is perfect. She's down low. It's where I want. And I got to say, I can throw all my custom fabrication and hard work into it, but these guys out here, there are no slouches behind me in these pits. I'm pumped to race against them. I'm pumped for you guys, man. You guys are about to get one heck of an event right here.
That's right. And last question I have for you, just because we were walking out here and we realized, oh my gosh, this track is completely different than it was yesterday. Yesterday during racing practice, it was dry, it looked super slick out here, but there's a lot of water on the track right now. It feels really tacky. So you're coming up first in Monster Jam Racing. Talk to us about what your thoughts are on the current track conditions.
Yeah, this track has changed a lot. For those of you who were in pit party, it was kind of dusty and gravelly, but now they've taken some water, they've mixed it in, trying to keep the dust down, but that changes the racetrack. So we're going to be having to adjust our race style on the fly, and that's just going to be all mental. It's going to be all about the driver tonight, and I'm the first one out. I'll be the test dummy. Hopefully it goes good. Either way, I'm going to lay down a fast pass. I'm hoping, and I'm just pumped to be out here, man. And wet dirt or dry dirt, I don't care. I'm ready to run this thing.
Well, Ryan, thank you so much. Good luck out in the competition today. Folks, let's hear it for Ryan DeSharoon, Shaker.
Bryce King coming to you from inside Great Clips, getting ready to get this mohawk right. But I need you to get your phones out right now so you don't miss out on a great offer from Great Clips. Scan the QR code to make sure you get $2 off on your next Great Clips haircut. Looks great, feels great. See you guys soon.
What's up, guys? I'm Tyler Menninga, driver of the Gravedigger Monster Jam truck, and what I have here is the Mini LMT by Losi. This thing is fully customizable. Don't get it confused. This is not a toy. This is hobby grade right here. Not only do you have, of course, the BKT tires, you got me in the driver's seat, the oil-filled shocks, there's sway bars. I mean, they cut no corners on making this as real as possible, and man, it does truly perform just like a real Monster Jam truck. But not only the Gravedigger, we also have the son of a digger as well. Team Gravedigger all the way. Losi has you covered at every angle.
We have seen so many times before that the tone for an overall event championship can be set right out of the gate with the JCB Racing Competition win. So while we have the opportunity, let's put the bracket up on the video board. We just got some great analysis from Ryan DeSharoon about the conditions of the track and how he thinks it is going to respond. Casey, you talked to Ryan DeSharoon. You have the dirt underneath your feet. You can actually feel that track for the first time here tonight. So when you look at the bracket and everything that Ryan DeSharoon said to you, which one of these matchups or potential matchups in round number 2 jump out to you?
Well, I think we need to take note that in round 1, the second matchup is going to be Megalodon going head-to-head with Kraken. Whoever wins that race will advance to round 2, where they're going to see Tristan England in the JCB DIGatron. Folks, don't forget that Tristan England is the reigning World Finals Racing World Champion, and yesterday in practice, he had the fastest pass time of the day. He's the only driver that made it within the 25-second range, so I think that's going to be a really tough matchup in round 2. Going back to round 1, when you look at the third matchup, it's Gravedigger taking on Black Pearl. That was the closest round 1 matchup that we saw yesterday in racing practice. So I think that's going to be one to keep an eye on. All I know is that when it comes to the racing competition, because of the track design, because of the ever-changing track conditions, this is a really a competition that really can change from round to round. So there's going to be a lot of exciting action out here on the Monster Jam track.
I love what you said right there, and I want to just go back and highlight both of those matchups. You mentioned the Megalodon Kraken head-to-head in round 1, where the winner gets to face, oh, by the way, the Racing World Finals champion. And Kraken is being driven this weekend by young Michael Pagliarulo, filling in for his older brother. So he's got to go through potentially 2 former World Finals champions just to get to the semifinals. So that is definitely a matchup that these fans want to circle. And then when you look at Gravedigger and Black Pearl, Tyler Menninga had the best racing winning percentage in all of Monster Jam that spans arenas, stadiums, international and domestic competition in 2023, just over 72%. So anybody who is facing off against Tyler Menninga needs to know that he is fast out there on the Monster Jam track. And now for a closer look at all of the other competitions you're going to see here tonight, let's take another look up at the video board for Track X.
Getting you ready for our 3 competitions. It is time now for Track X, brought to you by Spin Master. Epic trucks, epic stunts, Monster Jam. Up first is the JCB Racing Competition. We will start with both Monster Jam trucks staged and ready at the starting line. After you see 2 amber lights, the final light will go green, and our drivers will hit the throttle and begin navigating this challenging track, where the race could be won off the starting line with horsepower or with technical skill in the turns. That's where the skill, seat time, and precision of our drivers will come into play. Each competitor has the option to take the corner in a smooth wide drift, never taking their foot off the gas, or they will slightly pump the brakes and hit a tight, narrow turn, avoiding the obstacle and accelerating to the finish line. Next up, it's the Great Clip Skills Challenge, where our superstars will attempt their best 2-wheel maneuvers to wow you, the judges, using only 2 of their 4 BKT tires. In this competition, you will see technical and combination moves combining skill, concentration, and balance to pull off some amazing maneuvers like stoppies, moonwalks, sky wheelies, poppers, and whatever new innovative trick the Monster Jam superstars dream up. Our final competition of the event is Monster Jam Freestyle. Our Monster Jam drivers will compete for your score by performing the most dynamic freestyle run. The track features unique obstacles which can lead to some awesome maneuvers. Each obstacle can provide the driver a different look as they attempt to perform a run consisting of big air, momentum, wow moments, and backflips as they compete to earn the highest fan score by you at JudgesZone.com.
What's happening, y'all? I am here in section 131, sitting next to Prince. What's up, man? I like your earphones. Really cool. He said thanks. All right, I told you guys earlier that you are going to play a pivotal role in helping score tonight's competition later on, but let me demonstrate how to do that. Everybody take out your cell phones right now and go to JudgesZone.com. You see it running around here on the marquee, and then the code is STX is what you want to put in. STX. All right? Now, you're going to see this screen right here. Everybody has it on their phone right now. STX, that's great. This guy got it. She has it. You're going to move that BKT tire up and down to help score tonight's competition, okay? So I want everybody to kind of, I don't know, just pick one right now and just hit submit, and we're going to see what happens and what everybody chooses. It takes 20 seconds, or you have 20 seconds to lock in those scores. So let's see them. What do we have? Oh, everybody chose that. Nice number, 7. That's my birthday. I'll see you out there.
Tells a story of it. So we'll keep on starting the fires, thinking we'll smoke out the liars. We don't give up when we're tired. That isn't the way that I'm wired. We own the future. We own the future. Someday, we're gonna rule the world. I know someday we're gonna rule the world. Counting down to explosion.
It has been a star-studded trackside thus far here in the Alamodome, and now I am joined by Alice Banford and her family from JCB, and she told me to say she is the instigator of this partnership between JCB and Monster Jam, and we are thrilled to have all of you here. I mean, Monster Jam is a family, JCB is a family, so really match made in heaven right there.
Absolutely. It's great to be in here in San Antonio. We've received such a wonderful welcome. And we're thrilled to be unveiling DIGatron tonight, part of the JCB family, and now part of the Monster Jam family. I'm here tonight with Iris, Otis, who are fanatical about Monster Jam. So we've got goosebumps, and we're so excited.
We are absolutely thrilled to have you here. Now, some of your JCB dealers are going to give me a break from my job in about 10 minutes, and they're going to usher in the event and the season with This Is Monster Jam. Did you give them a little bit of a pep talk?
Oh my goodness, the pressure is on. I can't wait to see what they do. So we've got some great local dealers here from Texas and some from further afield. And I've got some great news. We're going to be opening a new factory here in San Antonio in the next 2 years.
We are thrilled. We talked to Jenna earlier about that, and I know San Antonio is so pumped up, but we're all of us here at Monster Jam are thrilled about this partnership with everybody at JCB, and the unveiling of the JCB DIGatron Monster Jam truck was absolutely terrific last night, and I cannot wait for these fans. I know they are dying to see Tristan England in competition coming up in just a little bit. Alice, thank you so much for a few moments.
Monster Jam is on MAV TV. Witness all-out racing, massive stunts, all the exhilarating.
That is how you throw it down.
And big air action.
Oh, that was huge.
All in one place. This is a new era. This is Monster Jam.
Get loud for me. Get loud for me. Get loud for me. Hands in the crowd, we tearing it down. Get loud for me. Get loud for me. Get loud for me. Hands in the crowd, we tearing it down. Get loud for me. Heart of a lion. Fire inside me, blaze like a siren. Why would you try it? Wake up the beast, no, I can't keep silent. I put my time in, now it's my time, your time is expiring. Blood, sweat, and tears, I conquered my fears, I'm ready to fly now. We know they scared of us, no, they don't care for us. They wasn't there for us, up in them trenches, hopping them fences, making the plays while they riding the benches, yeah. Got cool intentions, yeah. I see my goal and get cold as sand, but when counting our sins, I don't have no friends, I came here to win. My start is your end, now let it begin now. Get loud for me. Get loud for me.
We have reached that time of Monster Jam Trackside. We've heard from superstar drivers. We've looked at the racing bracket. We've had Casey, our pit reporter, out on the track. And now we have to give our pick. So, Casey, you are up first. You're in the hot seat. Who's your pick for overall event champion and why?
If there was ever a night that it was hard to pick a winner here tonight, it's going to be tonight. With this fleet, it's incredible, but I'm going with Tom Meents and Max D for two reasons. Number one, he has the stats to back it up. Of the entire Monster Jam fleet, he is the most decorated Monster Jam World Finals driver. And number two, the fans are behind him. It's his final full season driving with Monster Jam. Of course, he'll still be involved with us, but I think that the fans are excited to see this monumental season with Tom. All of that is going to make magic, and I think he's going to be standing on the track with the trophy here tonight.
It is hard to disagree with Tom Meents and Max D and those 14 world titles. Jabari, you're hanging out in the stands. You got the pulse of the people. Who's your pick?
You know, I believe that Bryce Kinney, Great Clips Mohawk Warrior, is going to take home the prize tonight because, I mean, he set records, Guinness World Records. Not only that, he loves his fans right here in San Antonio and across the world, so I'm looking forward for him to take home that prize.
You know what? It is another great pick. You mentioned how fast he is, the former drag racer. So definitely somebody who is tough to contend with. Guys, I was torn. I didn't know if I wanted to go to JCB DIGatron or Tyler Menninga behind the wheel of Gravedigger or Tom Meents. And then at the end of the day, I went in a completely different direction because of one conversation I had with Todd LeDuc. Todd LeDuc is focused. Todd LeDuc is a two-time World Finals champion, one of the fiercest competitors I have ever met, but also a student of the game when you're talking about motorsports. And the conversation that I had casually about his approach and what he left out yesterday in practice to not show his whole bag of tricks swayed me to go with Megalodon and Todd LeDuc. And one thing is for sure, whether the two of you are right, I'm right, or none of us are right, these fans are in for one heck of an event as we look to kick off Stadium Championship Series East. Ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for this edition of Monster Jam Trackside. So sit tight. Welcome to San Antonio and welcome to Monster Jam.
Woo! It's go, 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 go time. Tick, tick, boom. Who bringing the noise? Go, baby, we bringing our toys. Separate men from the boys. Chopper be singing, should be on the voice. Bang, bang, we gon' ride out. Gang, gang, we don't die out. Want it like this, ain't no timeouts. Tell me who really gon' find out. Working, we serving the streets. About to go ahead, going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep. Tick, tick, boom. Hard body, and not scaring nobody. You make me resort to wildin'. You must be blind by the diamonds. I didn't want it to be this way, but y'all won't need to try this. So it's no way around it. You the loudest one, it's good quiet. Disturbing the peace, working, we serving the streets. About to go ahead, going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep. It's go, 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 go time. Tick, tick, boom.
You can't stop me, so who gon' stop me? You can't stop me, so who gon' stop me? You can't stop me, so who gon' stop me? You can't stop me, so who gon' stop me?
We be disturbing the peace, working, we serving the streets. About to go ahead, going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep. It's go, 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 go time. Tick, tick, boom. Get loud for me. Get loud for me. Get loud for me. Hands in the crowd, we tearing it down. Get loud for me. Get loud for me. Get loud for me. Hands in the crowd, we tearing it down. Get loud for me. Heart of a lion. Fire inside me, blaze like a siren. Why would you try it? Wake up the beast, no, I can't keep silent. I put my time in, now it's my time, your time is expiring. Blood, sweat, and tears, I conquered my fears, I'm ready to fly now. We know they scared of us, no, they don't care for us. They wasn't there for us. Up in them trenches, hopping them fences, making the plays while they riding the benches, yeah. Got cool intentions, yeah. I see my goal and get cold into sand, but when counting our sins, I don't have no friends, I came here to win. My start is your end.
Everybody in the Alamodome, raise your phones, turn on those flashlights as we dim our lights to honor those who serve our country, our active military, first responder, and veterans. Let's see them. Let's turn off the house lights. You look beautiful, San Antonio.
San Antonio Monster Jam was built right here in the USA, and we are truly fortunate to live in the greatest nation on earth. We celebrate its strengths, freedom, resilience, and innovation. We are the United States of America.
Three favorite colors, not just one, not just two. I got three favorite letters, and let me spell them out for you. They say USA, where I wish everything was made. Every truck, every boot, and every tool. Yeah, I got three favorite colors, and that's red, white, and blue. My favorite road is red dirt. Yeah, I love my big sky blue. I paint my picket fences white, and I got me a front porch view of a flag out in the front yard, or just a blowing in the breeze. If you ask me to pick out just one, I can't. No, not me, 'cause I got three favorite colors, not just one, not just two. I got three favorite letters, and let me spell them out for you. They say USA, where I wish everything was made. Every truck, every boot, and every tool. Yeah, I got three favorite colors, and that's red, white,
Presenting our colors, retired U.S. Air Force Major Carl Dominguez and Army veteran Brent Schaefer. Singing our national anthem, please welcome retired U.S. Air Force Senior Master Sergeant Daniel Alcocer.
Yeah, I got 3 favorite colors, and that's red, white, and blue. This song's for the home of the brave, for the land of the free. We're gonna sing it one more time on the count of 1, 2, 3. I got 3 favorite colors, not just 1, not just 2. I got 3 favorite letters, and let me spell them out for you. They say USA, where I wish everything was made. Every truck, every boot, and every tool. Yeah, I got 3 favorite colors, and that's red, white, and blue. Yeah, red, white, and blue.
Monster Jam fans out there, got a special historic announcement to make. The final competitive season for the greatest, the most accomplished driver in Monster Jam World Finals history, Tom Meents and Max D.
2024 is going to be my last competitive season in Monster Jam. I'm super excited about coming into my last competitive season. So many great fans, so many great cities, so many great events. My number one goal is I want to go out on top.
Nobody ever had air like that here before. There is not a person seated on.
Number one thing I'll miss about competition is competition. Nothing gets your fire burning hotter than going up against other competitors.
Stuff that Tom has done in his career is absolutely incredible, crazy, wild, insane.
A double backflip.
Every time I see him get massive air, land that Max D truck, and then catch it into a nose wheelie, it always blows my mind.
That rivalry, it was Tom Meents, Dennis Anderson, and now here he is battling myself and my siblings.
His pure, just fearlessness has turned him into the legend that he is.
Tom in that truck will do anything he can to win.
I had a great run going against him in racing, and then I got brought back to earth knowing that he's 14-time World Finals champion.
Tom Meents has made history again.
The memory of him being on the Monster Jam track is going to last a lifetime.
This year, Max D is not only going out with Tom Meents, we're going to go out a champion.
Competing for you, the fans, one last time. Your 14-time World Finals champion, Tom Meents.
kicking off his final competitive season, 14-time World Finals champion, Tom Meents, Max D.
We're clear to move. We're clear for San Antonio. Copy that.
Introducing the newest Monster Jam truck, making its global debut, driven by reigning World Finals racing champion from Paris, Texas, Tristan England, JCB DIGatron.